Alright, better now.
Alright, well, we're fucking going.
We're fucking live, boys.
Welcome to,
Welcome to the cast that has no name.
week 2 of Scon and words.
Scon? The Scon podcast?
The Pawn and Sky play Melee, and they're kinda alright at it. And they also talk about shit. What do you mean 1 second? I give you 10 fucking minutes to get ready.
I was just carrying something. I didn't notice I didn't have it. Alright, I'm good. Sorry! Yes, and we talk about stuff, and hopefully we're not terrible. Are you starting Peach?
Yes. You know, Armada hates this matchup.
Yeah, I know he hates this matchup. He, after a long time of playing it with PP, he was just kind of like, I don't want to play this matchup anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not the best matchup for
It is
Peach.
Absolutely not. It's not fun.
Well, because it's not fun for you, I won't play it for too long. I'm okay with practicing my Fox too.
I mean, well, I don't know if it's not fun is the right way to put it. I just don't have fun.
I mean, I don't necessarily blame you, I guess.
You should listen to Armada fucking talking about this. He says literally the exact same things that I do. He's like, Martha's too fast, he's got too much range, you can't go in, you just throw turnips and hope he messes up.
Yeah, sounds like about right. Although he still plays Peach against like everybody, every Marth.
Yeah, he's probably more confident in his Peach Marth than his Fox Marth. I've never been very impressed with Armada's Fox.
Really? His Fox is... I've always loved his Fox.
I don't know. I don't like red foxes, honestly.
You don't like...
Just how I feel.
Is it just about the color? Is this something about the color that just irks you?
Yeah. Like red and white fox are good, or they're not good. I don't like them. Green and blue fox are alright.
Those are my favorite colors as well.
I mean, it's not like I like them, I just get less mad when I'm fighting a green or blue fox.
Huh. I wonder why. Is it because like red's an aggressive color?
I don't know. You know,
The psychology behind it?
I think just people don't really play blue or green fox, and so, you know, like white and red are both more popular and kind of just annoying. That's like the 20XX fox colors, whereas green and blue are like,
yeah,
just kind of whatever.
Which is weird because Hax plays blue fox. I died. Man, I've killed myself so many times.
Like 2 whole times.
I mean, still.
Do we have something we were going to talk about? I don't remember.
Well, I was gonna mention how Mango at Summit today did indeed defeat Hungerbox and Armada with Falco. All Falco too. He didn't switch to Fox like midway or switch to Falco midway. He did it all with Falco, which is quite a feat because it's kind of like, not only is it obviously just a cool thing because we don't have to see a Fox be the only person that beats Hungerbox, but it hasn't happened in a very long time, and it's also, for my for my own ego, I have always said that I do not think, now this obviously doesn't mean anything yet because it's only happened once, right? But I have said that to beat H-Box, I don't think Fox is the way to do it. I think that another character is the way to do it. I think H-Box is way too good at the Fox matchup, and that matchup's way too volatile because of rest to reliably do it. Like, obviously people can do it, I'm not discounting that. And I'm not a melee expert or anything, but...
Right, we're just adequate over here.
Yeah.
You think Marth is the best character?
Yes, I do think Marth, although I'm not necessarily alone in that opinion.
What the fuck? Okay.
But I think that Marth, or it doesn't have to be Marth. It could be Falco. It could even be like, I don't know, some other random character, Sheik maybe. I don't know about that much though. It's mainly between Marth and Falco. But I think that if someone can figure out that matchup against Puff, they'll have a lot better time against HBox. HBox, yeah, sure, he's good against those characters, but I think it's more so that like everyone else is just bad against Puff with those characters, rather than HBox being like insanely good against those characters.
Yeah, I can see that. I think that literally is the case.
I'm also not trying to discount HBox's skill, right? But like, I think he definitely kind of gets by on people not knowing the matchup in some cases, and then being really good at the Fox matchup, obviously.
I don't know.
That's my stance on it.
You can't recover against Marth. You just.
You recover against anybody. We are playing on Yoshi's, which is like the one stage that I actually an okay time killing you at earlier percents. Oh.
So, like you said, yeah.
I think that's the first time that I've lost to UMH with my Marth.
Do you think that? I don't know
it might be the second time. I don't know. It hasn't happened very often.
Yeah, it's not very often, but it is getting to be the case that happens sometimes.
Gotta up my game. You do beat my Fox an okay amount, but
yeah,
that's definitely a lot more even than this one.
Especially if I'm like actually paying attention. Like, I think you definitely have the edge while we're streaming, because you have the stronger base instincts. Good job.
Except when I do that, apparently.
But if I'm paying attention, I don't. You're foxing all that.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay. I'll challenge that. We'll take this off stream one day. Not like we don't play off stream.
Yeah.
But
yo.
Who the fuck is that?
It's Bryce.
We
are streaming Bryce.
Secret guest Bryce.
Yeah, secret guest Bryce.
I had no idea you guys were streaming.
I fucking said it.
Yeah.
I said we were streaming.
Okay. Where?
In
Chatter.
the main channel. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah. No, I just didn't see that.
Not you, Bryce. I was saying fuck you to fucking Sky doing his bullshit Marth combos. It was sick as all hell, and it happened to me, and I just can't accept it.
It looks cool, but it happened to me, so I just don't like it. Yeah. I wonder, you should probably try to nair there more.
Nair where?
In that situation where like I run up and like when you're floating like at that height and I run up and fair you, nair will beat my fair because it's just faster. Your fair is a bit too slow despite having good range.
Just heads up, if you guys aren't aware, Amza's in Game 5 with Hungry Bucks right now.
Oh
really?
shit.
Yeah.
I guess Bryce is our guest on the stream.
I guess Bryce is just gonna hang out.
Yeah, Bryce. It wasn't planned for, but at least Bryce is also a melee player, so.
Sure I am.
You can keep us informed on Summit happenings. Pretty crazy, eh, Bryce? That friggin' Mango beat both Hungerbox and Armada with Falco.
Yeah. And if Amza beats Hungry Bucks, it's gonna be even crazier.
Fucking.
No!
Nice.
Oh, you roll a bit farther than I thought you would.
Yes.
Yeah, the back air, bro. This is kind of a deceptive range. The back air. There you go. So, I like when you do that DI out. I've taught you well, young Padawan.
Fucking can't do anything. No.
Okay, thank God that you hit me.
Can't believe we came all the way out there.
Thank you for dying.
Oh. So we were talking about Franks. We talked about Franks a little bit on the last stream. We talked about it a little bit last night on our own.
Yes. Yes, we did.
I believe on the last stream, I was like halfway through episode 4, and I was like, you know, it's fine, it's whatever. I could not possibly have known back then just how much this show would fucking kill me. Which is to say, it is quite a bit. I definitely hit down smash there and not turn it, but whatever, it's fine, I guess. It's actually absurd, the degree to which Franks tilts me.
And just a more context, I, at that stream, had 0, and I'm now currently on episode 5. I actually watched episode 5, though. I've only, like, I'm on it. I actually thought I watched it. I was wrong. But whatever.
I have still only seen the first episode.
Well, there's our criteria, and
I don't care about spoilers, so.
I do though. Really, because I don't really care, but at the same time I kind of do. But anyways, Pawn, you are now currently caught up with the series, correct?
I am. And Jesus fucking Christ, it's it's a shit show. Oh my god.
What parts, avoiding minor, like major spoilers, what parts about it are a shit show to you?
Like, it's like basically just the characterization is really inconsistent. It doesn't really seem to know, like it feels like not only the episode directors were all like on different pages, but like also even individual like scenes just seem to have different motives with where the show is going and like what things are true.
Hamza beat Hungrybox.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
God damn, I wish I was watching that. Why are we doing this again?
Oh,
It went to like last stock game 5.
oh let's
man.
go,
Like last
Amsa. Let's go,
Good
Amsa.
lord.
Wow. So Hungrybox has now lost to 2 characters that he's never, almost never lost to before.
And Hungrybox is starting in losers this tournament too.
Wait,
Because of that.
oh wait, yeah, Hungrybox is in losers bracket now because he's 2. Oh shit. So wait,
Yeah.
like, oh my. The first seed isn't starting in losers. Damn. Yeah, I'm hoping Amsa's pop off was glorious.
It was.
Perfect. I am so happy right now. Make sure you tell. We gotta tell Wada that, by the way. I'm sure he'll be very happy about that. He loves Amsa.
Yeah, he's probably asleep right now though.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the last like major match today. Right now, it's just left is Toussaint, someone, and
Saint
then
Hugs and
None.
Axe None.
yeah. How's pools right now? Is Mango's top of right?
I have no idea like if Mango's top or Leffen's top, but those 2 are the top 2.
No, I mean like of Mango's pool.
Oh, Mango's full. Yeah, Mango won his pool already.
Yeah. Is he 3-0 or 2-1?
3-0. You can't win your pool and be 2-1.
Oh, true. Fair enough. Wait, who else did he play besides Hungrybox? Axe?
He beat None first
Oh,
round.
okay. So not really
Yeah.
like not
No,
really
he wouldn't have gotten
surprising.
someone that big because he was second seed in his or third seed in his pool.
Damn. Well, Hungrybox starting from losers. So, do you guys think that Hungrybox is gonna win this? Then I think that's a big detriment to him.
I don't know.
I
mean,
I
who's he
would
up against
like
the
I'm,
losers?
I don't know. We don't know yet. I mean, like, I think the odds are definitely against him now, but Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you don't want to make any
Same
assumptions.
He could
but-
still do it, but probably won't now. He'd
I mean,
have to go on like one hell of a loser's run to do it.
From what I know, Hungrybox generally wins his tournaments through winners, doesn't he?
He's had a lot of losers run recently, so.
Recently? Or oh yeah, I guess he did win. I forgot he went through Genesis on losers. He didn't win that tournament, but he did go through it on
Yeah,
losers.
he won Big House through losers.
Who beat him early in Big House?
Mewtwo King, I think?
Really?
I think that was it. Mewtwo King beat him somewhat recently. And I think that was when Mewtwo King beat him. It's either Mewtwo King or Leffen, I don't remember which one, but...
For Well, good on our boy Mango and our boy Amsa doing well. Amsa winning Summit.
I mean, maybe.
How's Blub doing?
He's top. He's second. No, he's third seed of his pool. He's winners though.
Yeah. Or
Winners is.
He lost to Leffen, but he beat Mewtwo King and Ginger.
Yeah, but he got third seed still because the bracket's weird.
Yeah, let's not talk about the bracket. The bracket's stupid, but...
Apparently the only reason that happened is because Zane beat somebody.
Yeah, it's because your placement in, like, your seating in the bracket is decided on how good the people you beat did.
Oh.
Because Plup only beat Ginger, who went 0-3, while Mewtwo King beat Zane. That means Mewtwo King got seated higher, even though Plup beat Mewtwo King, and Plup should have been seated higher.
Yeah.
Because Plup basically got, like, hurt just because he was the second seed in the tournament.
Yeah.
And because he lost to Leffen, but still, he should have been seated above Mewtwo King either way.
Yeah.
For the bracket.
I remember Armada and Left were pretty upset about the seeding. But yeah, so I think winners was winner side is now, well, besides excluding what's gonna happen in the rest of this poll, it's Mewtwo King, Zane, Plup, Leffen from their pool, right? That's winners.
Yeah, Mewtwo King, Zane, Plup, Leffen, and then Armada, Mango, Amsa, and it's gonna either be Axe or none. Probably Axe.
Oh, I fucked up. Cool. Awesome. Great summon. I have to watch those. I'm gonna have to watch the Mango Hungrybox set and the H-Box set when they come up on VODs.
Yeah.
Anyways, before Amsa won, you were saying something about Frank's pawn.
Basically just that it's a really bad time, and I cannot believe that it got made. Okay, yeah, I was gonna talk about... Here's my theory about how this show got made. Is our boy Nishigori of Idolmaster fame, who is, of course, the director of Frank's.
Idolmaster fame.
He came to his buddies at Trigger. He went, hey guys, I drew these really sick mechas, and I think they're pretty cool, but I don't have anything to put them in. And then the boys at Trigger went, well, you know, we literally have, like, the plot of Gunbuster 3 just kind of sitting here. We can't really use it since, you know, Gainax still has the rights to Gunbuster or something, I don't know. And then the point is they just took Nishigori's mechs and they said, okay, we'll make this a joint production. We'll make Gunbuster 3 more or less, but as a joint production between A1 and Trigger, with Nishigori directing. But of course, the plot of Gunbuster 3 was only like 6 episodes long. So they got A1 staff to fill in the rest of the 18 episodes, and that's how it happened.
I see.
You know,
So now
that's just my assumption.
Now, are there 16? Now, are there 6 good episodes? That's the question.
More or less, there are more or less 6 good episodes like spread throughout the show. Like, not to say that like there's 6 episodes that just have no bad things in them, but I think there's about 6 episodes worth of really strong material in the show. With about 18 episodes worth of, like, just weird bullshit that, like, feels like it was kind of thrown in at the last minute, except it's 75% of the show.
Interesting. Oopsies. That's an interesting assumption. I mean, I don't really have much to say on Frank, because I'm not really that far into it. I don't know. It's a show, and I don't like necessarily hate it. It's just I don't. Fuck. Okay. I don't necessarily hate it, but I don't really say I like it either. It's all right, but again, I've technically watched 4 episodes, so.
Yeah, well, like I said, at that point, I didn't really hate it either. I thought it was just going to be a pretty mediocre show, but like, it very quickly becomes apparent that that is simply not the case. This is like advanced bullshit. It's not just normal, everyday asterisk war, like milquetoast bullshit. It is like, it is something else, man.
Something else bullshit.
Whoa, what the fuck? There's... Okay. Mister, let me throw out a smash attack, and I guess, you know, just, like, chain it into another smash attack.
That does work at certain percents, which is funny if you DI poorly. Well, obviously it works if it worked, but...
Yeah, it just worked on me. Stop it. Don't make things work on me. And quit doing that. There's no way that fucking hit me. That sword's way bigger than it looks, and it already looks huge.
I think the hitbox extends a little bit past. I think the hitbox extends a little bit past the sword's actual like tip. I don't actually know. I could be wrong about that. I heard that.
Shit. I don't think this has happened before, actually. I don't think you have broken my shield before.
No, I don't think I have either. But it's great when it does happen. It's funny. It doesn't happen often enough to work like.
Happens in every combo video, you know? The music stops, we get the shield break, some text appears on screen like LMAO faggot, and then he does like something that's not even that cool and finishes him off.
I think you're thinking of Smash 4 combo video.
Yeah, Smash 4 combo videos. Well.
Smash 4 combo videos are lame. But this is a wholesome Melee stream. I'm not gonna shitting on Smash 4. I
don't
could.
think I've ever seen a Smash 4 combo video actually.
You don't want to.
They can be alright.
I guess there's like a few good ones. Depends on the character, really. I mean, that's how most
Isaiah has like a series, and those are all pretty good.
I think those are of 64 combo videos, though. Unless, I don't think he plays. Or...
I don't know. There's some thing in there.
Isaiah definitely does not play in Smash 4.
Not Isaiah. It was like...
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
Not Zero. It starts with an I think.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name either, though.
Okay, I need you to just stop.
Izaw, like IZAW.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Yeah, that guy.
There we go.
Oh, I failed my wave dash back.
Yeah, he's also the guy who has like a bunch of tutorial videos on how to play the like mid and low tiers in Smash 4.
Oh, I fucked up the ledge dash.
This man thinks me a fool. Little does he know he's 100% correct.
That's the mind game.
Oh, I wanted that. But I was having some trouble getting to it. Nice.
Oh. I need a DI down to get rid of that. I've never seen you've never done that before. I didn't know what to do. I know what I'm supposed to do.
I'm not the man you're used to fighting. I've changed. I've evolved.
Oh, have you? You've evolved? Has Frank's changed you?
Yes, it's made me a stronger man. What the fuck?
Stronger man, you say?
I've never seen that happen on Found of Dreams.
So, because I feel like fanboying a little bit. Who here is caught up with Boku no Hero at the moment, in the anime at least, not the
The
manga?
anime, I'm not caught up in the anime, but I have read the manga, so I know what happens.
I have not watched the most recent episode, but I do know spoilers, so I don't really care.
Okay, well, I was gonna talk about just how I really like the current episode. Although I feel like they did do one moment from the manga, they didn't do it that well, but everything else they did cool. Like the whole Tetsu stuff, fuck, was done well. But when in the manga, I don't know, when Aizawa, or when Eraserhead, I'll just call him Eraserhead. When he said, like, you know, like all the, I don't remember for this manga, but like when he's like, oh, all heroes, all students are clear, like they can fight, right? They don't have to worry about hurting their opponents. In the manga, I felt like that had more punch, but that might have been just because it was at the end of a chapter that it happened. So like the chapter ended with, you know, you guys can fight back. And then like the chapter ends and goes like, you guys can fight back, and then like it shows like all of them getting ready to fight. And so that was the one thing I was thinking kind of did better in the manga, but everything else was great. Tetsu's whole fight. We're gonna get into the awesome we're gonna get just the next part, and then we're gonna get into the really awesome second half of this that I cannot wait for. And I really want it. Well, I know they're gonna do it justice, but like, I just can't wait to see what they do with it. And oh, oopsies.
Whoa.
That kill? No.
How did they handle the that moment in the anime? Is it just like Aizawa just kind of like says it and then they just go right to fighting or something?
Well, like how it goes is that, like, you know, they do, you know, Deku meets Aizawa, and then Aizawa tells Deku, like, you know, oh, class A, A and B, you are, you know, you're cleared to fight, and then Deku gives that message to God, I can't remember her name. You know, the red cat, the red cat girl. Yeah, the telepath. And then, like, she says it, and it's cool, but, like, I was really hoping it would be, like, explained with, like, some fanfare. Like, some fanfare music to say, like, yeah, you know, showing them all.
Oh, we got a guy in chat. He says, sup, my dudes.
Sup.
I don't know who this is. His name is Marcus. Do we know Marcus?
He's from the Digicord, I think.
Oh, I think I remember him.
I think he subscribed recently. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah, thank you for hanging out.
Whoa, did I just do something cool?
Nope. You don't have. But yeah, so like they did that, and like I just kind of wish it was accompanied by some form of music. Like, I don't know. I think the music really helps Boku no Hero.
Yeah.
The anime, it's why I prefer the anime over the manga, because I think the music adds a lot of flair to it.
It is one of the strong points of it.
Yeah. So I wish it kind of like, it's the same thing with the muscular scene. Everyone here has seen the muscular, right? Well,
what?
I know you have the muscular, the villain that Deku fights at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Like they accompany it with some really like calm, like it was like a mix of like calm but like heroic sounding music, and it worked really well. And of course, you know, there's the Yusei Run classic that everybody,
which is pretty legendary, even amongst like the casual anime fan base at this point.
Yeah. And I was really thinking they were gonna do Yusei Run for the muscular part, but they used a new song. I don't know if that new song is gonna be always used, or it's just like for this moment and they're saving Yusei Run for something else. Which I'm sure you know what that something else is, Fawn. But
I don't remember, but I probably do. I probably know what you're talking about. I just am not thinking about it because I don't really care that much.
Feels bad.
Wow.
Feels bad.
How about me? How we feel about me?
Although one thing weirdly enough, what I thought was really weird about the whole. So everyone remembers. Okay, so everyone does remember the recap episode, right? Well, in the first episode is a recap of like what's happened previously in the series, and like a good portion of that recap was spent reintroducing all the characters' quirks, right?
Yeah.
And like, it's really weird because in episode 1, when they're starting the training camp, right? Remember when they're going through the forest with the rock golems? that the one cat made. Well, in that scene, the filler was added to show them to show every person defeating the rock golems, because in the manga it was just Deku, Ida, Shoto, and Bakugo who was destroying them.
Yep.
And the manga, sorry, in the anime, they showed everybody destroying them, right? Like what everyone used their quirks for. And like I was saying there, I was like, wouldn't that be a much better way to introduce their quirks instead of just like saying it off in filler? But it was kind of weird.
Or even like they have the in between cards where it's like they cut the A part and the B part of the episode with like slides that show the character and their quirks, which is pretty neat, and you know, a good way to like remind you right before that character does anything, I guess.
Yeah, and like so, I don't know. I understand recap episodes in like long-running shonen, but I don't know. The season 3 Boku no Hero recap episode felt largely pointless.
There are good ways to do recap episodes, and I don't think that was one of them. I think because season 2 had a recap episode kind of too, but it like interspersed character development into it.
Yeah.
So it worked a lot better, and I think that's how you should be doing recap episodes. At least make them feel like they're worth watching outside of just seeing what you've already seen.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I'm not sure if I like that type, because like, if it is purely a recap episode and you know everything that happens in it and you know that going in, you can just skip it. If there is like crucial stuff in there, you can't skip it.
Yeah, that's fair actually. And I was kind of thinking about that too for a second, but
I think your way, Bryce, kind of works better if like you're watching it weekly, but the way that Pawn just explained works better if you're binging it.
Right.
Which on another topic, Boku no Hero, like the entire anime is way better binged.
I think all shonen battle series are.
Yeah. I mean, like, some are okay. I imagine JoJo Part 3 wasn't that bad watching weekly, considering it is very episodic.
I don't know, I had a hard time watching JoJo Part 3, period, so I can't really comment.
Fair enough, I suppose. Fuck, I keep on fucking that up. I am not getting my sweet spots today. But yeah, But like after watching season 3, because I watched season 1 and 2 binged, and then like after watching season 3 like this, I was like, man, watching it binge was so much better. Everything flows a lot better. But I'm already caught up with the manga, so watching this weekly isn't like a big deal, because like I already know everything that happens anyways. So I just kind of want to see all my favorite moments from the manga animated. With like that crisp Bones animation.
Fuck.
Actually, I thought that would miss. I didn't know I was in range.
Yeah, neither did I.
I underestimated my own space. Feels me, man. But yeah. So, I'm really happy with the season has been going so far. I know a lot of people probably weren't really into it until episode 4. I was actually super into it on episode 3, but, which, again, I know a lot of other people weren't. But, I don't know, I think episode 3 does a great job, or, like, just the contents of episode 3, because I guess, you know, it was in the manga. It is I think that the whole quirk training thing, I think there's a lot of world building on its own, while also having, like, you know, fun character moments, because like not only do we get to see like you know how the characters react to training their quirks, because like they explain how training quirks is like training muscle, and like you know if the longer you spend without working on them, the weaker they get, and you know the more you spend basically ripping them and then rebuilding them makes them stronger, right? That's how quirks work. Like the more you spend basically using your quirk, the stronger it becomes over time. But like I think the little aspect of like, you know, oh, the quirks become weaker over time, right? And stronger, like, if you work them out, kind of will say a lot about a lot of the other characters. Like, for example, Deku's mom. It's like, it's now a very apparent why her quirk is pretty weak, because, like, her quirk is just moving small objects. Well, it's like, she's really old, right? So she probably had no reason to train her quirk, because her quirk wasn't used for anything because of how controlled quirks are, right? Like, you're not allowed to use your quirk in public without, like, explicit permission to.
Right.
So, like, now it makes sense why a lot of the older adults would have weak quirks, because they never spent any time training them, so you know, just so that. And then it also explains why all the top heroes are a bunch of older heroes, because they would have longer times to develop their quirks. Like, Endeavor is an old hero, right? So it explains why his quirk is so strong.
What about
because he's had so much time to cultivate it.
How old is Genist? He seems pretty young.
Genist, well, Genist, like, I think himself is young, like overall compared to the other characters, but I think he's been a hero for a long time. I'd have to double check, but like, still, like, a majority of the older characters, like All Might and obviously, All Might and Endeavor are both some of the oldest heroes, and they're also the two strongest heroes.
Yep.
So, I think that just that little aspect of, you know, of just a quick, you know, saying that's how quirks works kind of gives a lot into insight in how their society developed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like one of my favorite parts about it, and then there's also just like the whole, like, it's just fun to see like how these kids train their quirks, and like how does Shoto train his quirk outside of this training camp? Like, his quirk is very dangerous to train outside of it. So like, how does he? So like, do they have like special facilities for this stuff? It kind of makes you like wonder a little bit. Like, it's like useless information, but it does kind of make you wonder, like, oh, do they have like gyms for this stuff? How many things do they have to account for? And like all this.
Because even like with the training camp, like, they were all kind of like running around doing their own thing.
Yeah. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, you know, how does physical education and stuff work here? Like, we see it later in the manga too. I don't want to avoid spoilers, so I want to avoid spoilers, so I'm gonna try to like go a little bit not too in depth here. But you know the character that can go intangible, right?
Yes.
Do you remember when they were showing in the manga, they're like, oh, like they had like a brick wall basically for him to test his quirk on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and we know that from a young age, quirks are part of their like like their phys ed programs. Like, using your quirk is part of your phys ed program. At least if you have a physical quirk. I don't know about, like, you know, more mental based quirks, but. So, like, I wonder, it makes you, like, you know, do these schools, like, have to put in, like, once they get these stuff, so the government, like, give them these things to train quirks? Or, like, does your school need to have a special hero program, or all this interesting stuff that, like, doesn't really need to be answered, but it's kind of cool if it is? Because it's not important for, like, the whole hero theming, right? But, like, it is just an interesting aspect about the world that kind of gets explained just because of, like, just showing these little interactions of people training their quirks. So that's what I really like about episode 3. Plus, we got to see some, like, aftermath of, like, previous arcs, like, you know, Shoto spending more time with the class overall in comparison to what he used to do, which is, like, not spend any time with the class. So it's already show how Shoto is trying to integrate into the rest of his class. And then, you know, it just, you know, the classic Boku no Hero, everyone loves the characters of Boku no Hero generally, so it just has all the fun little interactions that I just think add to the characters in, like, small ways.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, one thing we see as this series goes on, and as you, like, I feel like it's really cool because, like, I kind of always felt like the class gets closer and closer together the more dangerous situations they get put into with one another.
Absolutely, like, it is very apparent, like, how they get closer over time.
Yeah. Like, especially you know about the thing after this arc, right? The whole thing that happens to their school. And, like, even then, like, they start, like, getting really warmed up to that environment they get put into.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's a great, like, I'm gonna quote something from Hunter x Hunter really fast, but there's a part of Hunter x Hunter where Killua says, it's related to more about training, like training their physical abilities, but Killua says you become a lot stronger, a lot quicker when fighting an equal for your life. And they also say, and I've talked to people who are like, you know, you become really close with people that you end up fighting for your life with. Like, if you're a team together, and, like, these students have already fought for their lives multiple times with each other, so it makes sense why they become so attached to one another.
Can we talk about that forward air I just landed? Because that was spaced, like, amazingly.
That was pretty good. I'll give you that. But yeah, those are, like, the aspects I really love about Boku no Hero, and I really wish, like, the manga has a lot of, like, cool, like, just little character interactions. I would love more, though, to be honest. Like, not too many more, because you don't want to overload it with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I do love the little, again, I don't want to go into spoil, but like, I do love all the little scenes they have in that new environment they get put into. Just like, you know, just like random scenes in between like classes or whatnot, just to kind of show what they're doing with each other. So, I really like that. I really appreciate that in Battle Shonen. Like, One Piece does it really well too, right? Like, all the little moments between going from island to island that we get to see.
Yeah, like all the chapter covers and stuff too. Like,
yeah. A lot of it just makes it feel like, you know, they're actual friends and not just kind of partners in the same plot. Which actually, kind of segueing off of that is one thing I actually did like about Franks whenever they showed the fat kid and the other guy, the short kid, playing ball with each other. I actually did like those like little moments like that.
I mean, yeah. Like,
I'm kind of a sucker for those moments, but like, and it's not like anything like too deep, but I do not hate when they do like little like, at least trying to show that they are friends outside of work.
But that is the thing about Franks is like, I don't, what the fuck? I don't think it's like weak on a moment-to-moment basis, or rather, individual moments are rarely like that bad. It's usually like when you put them together and when you start like trying to put things in context that like it just kind of falls apart.
But yeah, it's very contradictory for moments. And that's my main problem. Fuck. But yeah, there's my me gushing about Boku no Hero. It's actually quickly becoming, I think it's now my second favorite anime probably. I don't, it could be recency bias, of course, right?
Right.
But so we'll have to see as it goes on. But it was already my second favorite manga behind Hunter x Hunter, and it's also my second favorite anime behind Hunter x Hunter. So who knows? Maybe it could take that spot. I am very much enjoying it, and I'm very down with like, I love superheroes, so that obviously helps a lot. Anyway, I'm done with my Boku no Hero right now. I'm not gonna keep going. I think I said what I need to be said.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to fucking talk about. Want to talk about Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de Mayo.
That's today.
Yes,
I forgot.
today is Cinco de Mayo.
What? I don't even. Oh, right, Cinco de Mayo. Right. I actually don't know
It's
much about Cinco de Mayo, but
It's today white people use someone else's culture as an excuse to get drunk.
Yes, exactly
Oh.
like St. Patrick's Day.
Yep. And every holiday.
Basically every holiday. No. Alright, here's the thing, right? There's like basically there's like major holidays and there's lesser holidays, you know, like Rings of Gods. Like you got the major holidays like Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving that are actually good and fun. And then you have like the lesser holidays that are like actually all terrible, and like I just want people to talk about that more. The fact that like every holiday that isn't a good one is terrible.
So what are among the good ones? So Easter. Did you say Easter?
I didn't say Easter. It is kind of a bullshit holiday, but I wouldn't call it like terrible.
At least Easter generally does do like the family dinner thing.
Yeah.
So like what? Easter, I guess Easter, Christmas, Halloween, and what was the last one you said? One more.
I said Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. Yeah. And then like everything else besides those four, basically, and maybe a little bit of Easter, you find bullshit, basically.
Pretty much. It's mostly because they're not real holidays, you know? Like, stuff like St. Patrick's Day or Cinco de Mayo. Like, who actually cares?
Well, besides the cultures that actually celebrate those things for a real
right,
reason.
like Cinco de Mayo, of course, you know, like Mexicans or whatever, I'm sure it's a great day for them, and I will not, like, you know, begrudge them that. Like, why would I? But for Americans who celebrate Cinco de Mayo by just, like, putting on a sombrero and drinking margaritas, I think it's, like, the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, I can actually agree with that.
And, like, same for St. Patrick's Day, like, wearing green and, again, just getting drunk. Kind of a bad holiday. Any holiday that involves heavy drinking from, like, the majority of people in a country, I think, is a bad holiday.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly set a good precedent, does it?
It doesn't create a good atmosphere, like,
Yeah.
for that day. Like, if you're, like, driving on Cinco de Mayo or St. Patrick's Day, you're, like...
You're scared.
You're scared. You don't, like, there are people out here.
Yeah,
They're
I
out
definitely
here.
agree with that, especially.
They're trying to kill
It's
you,
like,
actively.
it's like whenever I go out, like, all my friends or my family, you know, make sure you don't, like, try to cross as little road as possible. You don't know how many people are going to be a bunch of assholes today.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
honestly, I'm kind of... honestly, I'm kind of the opinion that holidays in general are kind of taken over by corporate greed to the point where a lot of aspects of all of them feel kind of like scams. And
well, of course, but I like with like Christmas and Halloween, I think at the root of them is just a fun idea,
right?
And that we haven't completely lost that yet. That things are just fun, and you know.
I can at least, I don't want to, you know, make anyone upset, of course, but I can at least say for like my Christmas, I do get to spend time with my family, and that's something that I value a lot.
And I do too, but.
And I see like on like St. Patrick's Day or like today, like Cinco de Mayo, I didn't do anything special. I just heard about people drinking. But like on like Easter and Christmas and Thanksgiving, and I go out and see my family, and we have a good time. Because like a lot of my family, especially for me, because a lot of my family doesn't live very close to each other. And a lot of my family are, I'm one of the oldest in my family, but a lot of us are still in like college or high school, so a lot of us are away a lot of the time. So I definitely still appreciate those holidays for what they are. Even if there is some dumb stuff in them, like...
Yeah. Oh, actually I say that, but there is like a difference between like public Christmas and private Christmas.
Yeah.
Like in the Christmas that you spend just eating dinner with your family and stuff, assuming you get along with your family, is fine.
I mean, I actually really love the atmosphere of public Christmas. I like being outside, especially when there's snow. I don't actually know, like, I don't know. I know you where you live. Do you get snow? I actually don't know. I could be stupid.
No.
Yeah.
We got snow last year, actually, and that was the first time I've seen snow since, like, 3rd grade. Actually, that's a lie, like, 6th grade.
Down in dumb old Texas, right?
Yep. And I'm in my 4th year of college now, just to give a reference of how long that is.
I've seen snow every year of my life. I live in Canada, so...
Obviously. Yeah. You live in cold land.
Yeah, I do live in cold land.
But I mean, snow's just the weather. That's not really a part of Christmas. Christmas doesn't bring the snow.
No, I know that, but like to me, right, of how I've grown up, especially with a lot of the movies I watched, snow was always part of the Christmas like atmosphere.
The Christmas miracle.
Yeah. Like I've always associated snow and Christmas, even if they're not actually like associated really any.
I think everyone kind of does, and I think that might be, like, influencing the fact that everybody thinks it's always Christmas for, like, 2 months before Christmas actually happens.
Yeah.
It's because, whoa, if it snows, it's like, yep, getting close to Christmas. Shit.
And to me, I really love the atmosphere. I love walking outside, like, going to plazas with big Christmas trees and seeing everything lit up with like white sparkly snow everywhere. It's a atmosphere that I particularly really enjoy. And like if something like if a show or like a game or whatever has an event, like a Christmas event, I always get super biased towards that event being like my favorite. Which is by the way why I'm really sad that the Persona 5 event is very short and it makes me mad, but that's besides the point. Like the one in Persona 4 is like it's still short, but it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. I really wish the one in Persona 5 was longer. I mean, that's my problem with Persona 5 as a whole, though. I think there isn't enough like just fun school or like holiday like events in that game.
What are you talking about? Persona 5 has flu season.
At least in comparison to Persona 4. I mean, there's like, what can I remember off the top of my head? There's the one little firework where you meet Haru for the first time. There's that.
Yeah.
Which ends up getting rained on, so it doesn't last for. There's the culture festival, which is nowhere near as fun as the culture festival in Persona 4, but like at least you get a neat moment. Actually, you get neat moments with Makoto. I think you get neat moments though, but I went with Makoto.
I don't remember.
So like you have that, and then you have like the one beach event, which does end up also getting cut short because of, you know, serious circumstances. And like that's all like I can remember. And then you have the end of year Christmas and Valentine's events that only happen like that already like are after you've beaten the game basically. When in Persona 4, there is parts of the Christmas event that you get to play through. There's a Halloween event which is immediately cut short in Golden, but at least it is still like it's still funny because like why it gets cut short is kind of hilarious in the first place. There's a whole concert that your characters pull on together. There's a much more detailed culture festival.
Do you play the Monster Mash? Or wait, are you talking about that's separate from Halloween?
No, that's separate from Halloween. The concert is separate from Halloween, and so is the culture festival. Then there's the New Year's event. Then there's the one swimming event. There's Valentine's, which is granted Valentine's is also in Persona 5, but again very brief. But then again, the one in 4 is also very brief. Then I believe there's one more, and there's also a fireworks festival, which is a lot more detailed as well. So that's basically. I didn't even mean to do that. I jumped, and then you did that, and I was like, hey, I get down here. I didn't mean to jump though. Yeah, and like the reason I like Persona 4 more than 5 is that even though 5 has got way better gameplay, like just like pure like mechanics wise, I love the very like friend school kind of high schooly hang out with your friend time atmosphere to it. That's that, and I'm really sad that a lot of that is missing from Persona 5. Not that Persona 5 is a bad game; it's still one of my favorites. But yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a preference that you have. I'd say like since they already did that in Persona 4, I don't know if they necessarily have to again. Like sure it's a different set of characters, but that's like sort of a thing that they've already explored then at that point.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Persona 5 has a different subject matter, really. Like, the fact that they're in school is kind of incidental to the actual circumstances of Persona 5.
I think for sure Persona 5 is meant to be taken more seriously, and not in like a bad way, right? It's just like the circumstances the kids are in is a lot more serious of a circumstance, right?
Well, I don't know how true that is though, because Persona 4 is all about like stopping murders and finding a murderer.
Yeah,
whereas like, Persona 5 is kind of just about pretending to be thieves and making people be better people. But
like, the main difference, I think, is that the Persona 4 is very inactive, while Persona 5 is very active.
That's true.
Because in Persona 4, while you guys are actively looking for the criminal, it's a lot about waiting to see who appears on the TV next, which you have no control over, right? But in Persona 5, your characters are actively looking for people to change the hearts of. So right. I think that distinction kind of changes the atmosphere a lot.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Again, I think Persona 5 does benefit from it, and that's why I say like I think I could easily see both being equally great games. I just prefer that aspect of Persona 4 over like Persona 5's what Persona 5 is going for. Like Persona 4 is a very especially since I'm not gonna try to get too sappy.
Sorry, you got cut out for a second there. What was that?
Oh, Persona 4 is a much more personal game to me. That's why I prefer it over like the atmosphere and all that. Cause like, I won't get too sappy here, but I never had a very proper high school life. I never took part in any of my culture festivals. I never joined any clubs. I didn't have a big group of friends. Like, I had a group of friends I like to hang out with, but like, they're all very busy a lot of the time because they're all doing like other stuff. So Persona 4 kind of gave me that high school thing that I never had before, and which is why I really value that game.
Yeah, I pretty much knew that. But
also two more things because I'm ranting about how much I love Persona 4. How the end of Yosuke's and Yu's social link is literally exactly how me and my best friends. So obviously I have that connection there, and then Rise is like everything I want in a girl, and yeah. So Yosuke and Rise are like my favorite video game characters, Sans, Link, and Zelda. But that's a much more childhood connection to those two, right? So. Anyways, I'm done with that too. I've been ranting a lot about things I really like.
I think that is just fine. Like, I don't know. Those we can find something to just kind of.
I also really like Melee.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm not on point tonight. I've been having a rough couple of days.
But you're getting better though. I can tell you that much.
I don't mean I'm
not.
Melee, I mean like fucking.
Oh.
My health.
Oh, your health.
My health. I've been somewhat hassled these last few days.
With work, generally, or
work with
oopsies.
some moderate illness.
Cold.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I just been feeling real tired and having headaches and shit. You know, it's been not great, but
yeah.
I don't know if there is a but to that. That's just kind of gonna continue for a while. I feel in my bones. I'm not catching a break.
Yeah, that sucks. I definitely know that feeling. I get that like that sometimes. I get bad headaches if if my head gets too warm, if that makes sense.
I guess.
Okay, like when I wear my headphones for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
My headphones are big, so they make my ears really warm, and that heat kind of goes up to my head, and that gives me a headache, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's actually why I'm getting a headache. It could just be the noise, right? But wearing for my headphones for too long, either way, it does give me a headache. I'm glad I took this weekend off from work, by the way, though. I didn't even think about the fact that it was party day today.
Yeah, God, it was fucking awful.
I just took it off because of Summit. And you're a driver, so it's even worse for you.
Yeah. For those who may not know, I do deliver pizza, and that's not great. That's not a good job on the best of days. Actually, it is, but today is not that day. Today is the worst day to be a pizza driver.
I thought the Super Bowl would be the worst day. But
What?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl? Probably. I don't know. Point is, I went on a run that almost took an hour today because I was taking so many bags.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah. And I had to walk down a hill because it was real fucking steep. It was too steep to drive down.
Oh.
And I had to do that carrying like 8 pizzas and 2 2-liter Pepsis.
Oh God. I feel really bad for you.
And I almost dropped them. But then I didn't, so that was good.
That's like the one thing I always get worried about. Like, you know, like when bartenders or like maids or whatever you want to fucking of servers like hold like the things and like all on their elbows and everything, or not elbows, their like wrists and everything. I would always get so worried that I just like break everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty clumsy, so. Or I'm actually not that clumsy, but.
I've only dropped something like once, and it was a box of wings, so they were fine. Because they're like wrapped in foil in there, and you know, it was fine. It was good.
Yeah.
But that guy apparently was not happy that happened. Like, I didn't say sorry. Like I dropped it, and I was like, oh shit, sorry, but you know, they'll be fine. They're like wrapped in foil in there. You know, it'll be fine. He does not say anything, but apparently he reported me online to my manager. I'm like, dude, if you have a fucking problem, can you just, like, literally tell me so I can fix it for you instead of, like, ratting me out to my manager impersonally and not getting anything out of it?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what would have been the problem anyway? I don't understand what the problem
There was
with
nothing
would be.
wrong with them. I think he was just trying to get something out of it, like a free pizza or some shit.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
I haven't had anyone do that much. I have had people walk out with their pizzas without paying for them before.
Oh.
and then I had to tell. It's really awkward because like they try to be sly about it, right? Because they're waiting in line, and then one of the drivers will call it their pizza, right? And then you know the person will be like, oh, that's me, and then the drivers will give it to them, and then they'll try walking out, and I was like, excuse me.
Yeah.
It's like, have you paid for that yet?
At Papa John's, at least in my store, we usually can make the transaction before the pizzas are even ready, and then they can just get them as soon as they're ready and walk out.
Oh yeah, we do that too, but like when it's really busy.
Sure.
Cause I'm like dealing with a bunch of other customers, and then like the drivers call out their names because their pizza just became ready. And like it's really awkward though, cause like you see them trying to walk out the door, and then like I stopped one, and then he's like really silent and he's just walking towards me because he's like, you know he got caught. And it's just like it's a really awkward situation that I do not like being in. But obviously, because I'm the one on front, I'm gonna get in trouble if I just let them walk out. So the drivers can literally fuck me over. But that's besides the point.
What is the point?
I hate your kind. Pawn, that's the point.
You hate me?
I hate your kind. I hate drivers. Drivers are the worst.
Oh, don't worry. I'm like the best driver.
Cool.
Do
you actually do your end of night jobs, unlike my drivers who fight with us all day to do their end of night jobs?
Yes.
Cool. I like that.
Actually, nobody at my store has a problem with that usually.
Really, we have constant problems with our drivers not fucking.
YouTube drivers just not fucking.
Yeah. Well, like one night, our drivers didn't want to do dishes. I wasn't early, and on my store, early means you leave between 8 and 9 usually. And like, it's fucking 11 o'clock. I'm still in the store because it was super busy because it was an ice storm. And then our friggin' driver's like, I don't want to do the dishes. I'm going home. And then my manager's like, I'm sorry, Matthew. Could you please do the dishes for us? And I was like, fuck me. And then I ended up doing the dishes for another hour. So it's 12 o'clock. I was supposed to leave at 8, and now it's 12. I'm fucking tilted. Stupid ass drivers.
God damn it.
No, I don't think you could refuse. Like nobody would let you leave if you had dishes. They'd be like,
I'm
dude.
pretty sure that driver got fired.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know. Our bosses are pretty like, they don't really tell you who gets fired and for what reasons. Unless unless it's one of the more chill managers, they don't give a shit really.
Yeah. I can't even keep track of like fucking who's coming and going unless I happen to be there on their first or last day.
Yeah.
Like there's just no memos or anything. It's like,
but you think
yes,
you think they would give you, right?
Mm-hmm.
They would let everyone else know that there's a new guy.
Yeah.
Especially because like if it's like their first or second day, I don't want to get mad at them for like doing something wrong and then them being like, it's my second shift. I'm like, oh.
I mean, yeah, it's like if I don't know how long they've had to figure this out, like.
Yeah, it's definitely very awkward. Ha ha. I'll switch to Fox after this, by the way.
Alright.
Speaking of Melee, YouTube King just posted a poll on Twitter titled, "Can I try Puff and Tourney?"
Yes.
What are the options? Yes and no, or is there some dumb options too?
Yes or no. Yes is currently winning.
Oh God.
I kind of do want to see M2K's Puff.
I kinda do.
I don't want him to make it a regular thing, but.
Maybe like one off at like a local or a regional.
No, I think he means this turn.
Yeah, like tomorrow.
Oh!
The one he's at right now.
No, not Summit, please, Music King. I freaking hate how Music King basically proved to himself that his Marth is better than his Sheik. and still is probably gonna play Sheik, because he's fucking dumb.
Or Puff.
Yeah.
He might play Puff.
Do you see the tweet that Tafo tweeted where he's like, Tafo was like, every day I wonder more and more what the hell the point of Music King Sheik is.
Yeah.
Because his Marth literally does everything his Sheik does, but better.
His Sheik is good for Samus, and Pikachu.
And that's it.
Basically.
And how many Samus and Pikachu players are there?
Like 4.
I mean, to be fair, Mewtwo King does get wrecked by Axe a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's a fair matchup for his. Like he's not gonna be playing against them often, is what I meant.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think he should. I definitely think he should keep playing Sheik in teams.
Oh yeah. I thought that was good. But like for the Sheik matchup, he should start using Marth.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially since he thinks that Marth wins it, for fuck's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so. By the way, Bryce, you weren't here when I talked about this with Pawn. I'm so happy that Mango beat HBox and Armada with Falco, because my premonitions are coming true.
Your premonitions?
Yeah, my psychic powers. That's what a premonition is, right?
Kinda.
My future telling skills.
What was your premonition?
That Fox isn't the way to do it. Now, granted, it's just one time so far.
It is just one time.
But it could be a trend, and in which case, I'm telling everybody, I told you so.
It could be a trend. That's entirely possible.
I'm excited. I hope it is a trend. I also
Mango intends to keep doing it, so maybe.
I don't know about you, but I love how he uses Mimi's color now. He uses green.
Yeah, I kind of liked Mango sticking to his own color, honestly.
But I love that it's like a homage to Pee-Pee, his boy.
I mean,
Mango is the one who trained Pee-Pee, after all.
Kinda.
Well, at first, obviously not later, but
yeah.
When Pee-Pee was first coming to prominence, it was Mango who trained him. I love the homage to Pee-Pee. I mean, I'm a Pee-Pee fanboy, so of course I do, but... I mean, still, but like... I mean, part of it too is that Mango was playing really freaking well.
Yeah.
His punish game was on point, especially in that last game.
So, like... I've always thought you can do it with Falco, even after like seeing Mango win though. I'm not convinced that Falco was a better option than Fox here. I think Mango would have won with Fox here too.
I mean, possibly, but like, I think it's important to remember that that even like obviously Fox and Falco's neutral is different to deal with, obviously. But comboing Falco is also different than comboing Fox, ever so slightly. And I don't know if a lot of people actually know that, but there actually is a tangible difference to comboing the two of them.
It is.
Like, enough of a difference where, you know, some punishes might not work in the same way.
Yeah, to some extent. Although I think HBox is still really good at comboing Falco, too.
Well, yeah, that's because I think, I was talking about this Pawn too, I think it's a lot more of just like, he treats Falco like fighting, like Fox. It doesn't treat Falco fighting like he's fighting Falco, necessarily.
I don't know if that's true.
Like I don't know. I think that HBox gets by, in the Marth and Falco matchup, not because he's great at those matchups, which he is good at them, but more because everyone else just isn't good at playing against Puff with those characters. More so than HBox being amazing against those characters.
I don't think HBox is necessarily amazing, like at those matchups specifically. I do think HBox is just amazing. Period.
Although,
like,
of course,
he's
amazing. Period. Which is very much the case. But like, it's not like the other. I don't think HBox is so far beyond like Armada Mango in terms of like neutral and like reading skills. Then maybe the results led on, per se. I think he's just way too good against Fox. That's how I feel. I mean, we already know that I've got weirdly controversial opinions about this stuff, but I'm a believer, okay? I'm a believer in my boy Mango.
Mango was playing amazing, and it still went to Game 5, and to me, that's kind of telling that, like, while Falco definitely can do it, I think it's a lot harder for Falco than it is for Fox.
I mean, yeah, but like it's still something to say regardless. Because while I do agree that it did go to Game 5. We got to remember that it's Armada in Game 5.
I'm talking about Hungry Buck. What are you? We're talking about Hungry Box.
I was talking about Armada. I want to talk about both of them.
Oh well, of course.
I mean, when was the last
I'm
time
not-
Armada lost to Falco either?
I'm sure. I think Mango beat him with Falco a few years back at one point.
Well, besides PP, of course, too.
Yeah.
Or his Peach at least, not his Fox.
So that one I also think like more so than Puff. I think it's just a lot easier for Fox than it is for Falco. But Mango just is dedicated to playing Falco. It's good. I'm not against that for sure.
I don't know. To me, I think there's actually a feasible argument that Falco is just as good at it as Fox. It's just for different reasons.
For which matchup, Peach or Puff? Because those are two very different matchups.
Both.
I don't agree actually for either of them.
I know you don't. It's okay. I'll keep my weird opinions to myself for now. We already know them. Then Martha's a whole other story.
I don't know. Peach is weird. I actually think Peach is kind of rough with Falco.
Well, I mean, Marth Puff is another story. Marth Peach is obviously Marth's favorite.
Yeah. I'm just talking about Falco still, but
Yeah.
I think
Fox is
Peach loses everything.
What about
I mean, yeah.
Ices?
Not Ices.
I think Peach beats Samus.
I disagree, actually. But maybe I just don't have enough Samus experience.
It's a long matchup. It's got a lot of neutral exchanges, so
Yeah.
I think it's definitely one of the more
Peach
even
just-
matchups.
Has much better options for building up damage and getting hurt than Samus does.
I mean, Samus doesn't have like bad kill options. Like Nair is pretty decent.
It's okay, but not against floaties. That's the thing. Samus's only real good kill option against floaties is charge shot, or really lucky with missiles.
I can see that.
You have to get them to really high percents to kill with nair or back air, or forward smash if you get lucky. But it's hard to pull off a forward smash against someone who knows what they're doing.
Would you just die already? For God's sakes.
No.
Oh, I fucked up the up B timing there. Didn't activate it. Here, come up here.
Because most of Samus's good kill options are
Fuck happened
ledge
there?
guard options,
Why did
and
my
you can't
jump
ledge guard
so-
floaties.
I mean, not like you can't ledge guard floaties, it's just a bit harder.
It's a lot harder.
I actually love this match as a floaty fast faller dynamic, but yeah. I love a lot of things about Smash.
I like playing like fast fallers versus fast fallers, or floaties versus fast fallers versus floaties. I don't like playing floaties versus floaties.
That depends on the matchup.
I can't think of a single floaty versus floaty matchup I like.
I think Samus versus Samus is quite fun, to be honest.
I don't.
Like, let me think. I don't like Peach Dittos. I don't like Puff. I don't like Samus either, but again, I don't have much experience. So anyway, what else is there? Probably nothing. I just don't like it. There we go.
Luigi's Ices.
Luigi's. Yeah.
Break on his floaties?
He's pretty floaty.
He's pretty slippery. I don't know about floaty.
They're floaty-ish, but they're a different breed of floaties. Also, Luigi especially just sucks. You can kind of just beat up Luigi with anyone.
Yeah.
Who's better, Link or Donkey Kong?
Link.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys both agree with me.
I think they're about the same, though, honestly. I think they're both, like, not viable at all, but almost close to being almost viable.
I'm so sad that like Link is actually like so close to being good.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say so close to being good. I'd say so close to being okay.
I mean, good enough to play, like good enough to like actually like feasibly have like a chance at winning. Is what I mean.
That
Like
version is called Young Link.
maybe a low chance, but a chance nonetheless.
Quit playing
A
Young
chance
the
at
thing-
winning what though? Is the question.
Maybe not a super major, but I can see a major.
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't think Link has a chance of winning a major right now.
No,
I don't know
not,
how close
not,
I think
not
he is.
now.
But,
Not now. I bet if he was a bit better.
yeah.
Like I mean, like actually better. Like not played better, like actually better, like a better character. Make him slightly faster and make his moves connect better, and you got a pretty good character on your hands.
That's called Young Link.
Young Link doesn't have good kill. Young Link doesn't have as strong kill options or combo options as Link does.
Just combine Link and Young Link together, and you have a character that's almost decent.
I think that's a character better than I think that's a character better than Ice Climbers personally.
I don't.
I don't think Ice Climbers is that great, to be
Actually
honest.
would,
I
agree with exactly that.
Like I put him between Ice Climbers and Peach. That's where I put that Link.
a combination of Link and Young Link.
Yeah, take all the good aspects of both of them. There's a lot of good aspects of both of them.
I would put it around Luigi, personally.
I do not think so. I think you are wrong, my friend. I think you are underestimating my boy Link and Young Link.
I definitely don't think they'd be better than Ice Climbers, honestly.
I mean, Ice Climbers are pretty shit, though. That's the problem.
I mean, they are bad, but
They're really bad. Like I used to be an advocate of like Ice Climbers being really good, but then I realized like if you know how to play against Ice Climbers, they're fucking garbage.
yeah,
They don't do anything. Ice Climbers rely way too much on your opponent playing like crap rather than the other way around.
I think a combination of Link and Young Link would do okay against floaties, but I think they'd get wrecked pretty hard by Fox and Falco,
I agree.
Sheik, and Marth.
I don't know. Link and Young Link both have decent combo options on those characters, especially Sheik. Actually, Link's got a lot of really weird combo tools on Sheik. You give Young Link's down tilt, Young Link's run speed, Young Link's jump height, and Young Link's back air.
Which bombs do we want?
Links are bigger, and they combo just as well generally. You want Young Link's boomerang because Young Link's boomerang can be thrown in more directions. Both their bows are pretty much inconsequential. It doesn't really matter which one you take. We'll do Young Link's because fire.
Because, as Roy has told us, the fire version's always just better.
I don't know whose weight and model you would want.
You would definitely want Link's weight, so you'd live longer.
I think you would want Link's model too.
No, you'd want Young Link's model and Link's weight.
Are you sure? Because with Young Link's model, you get his bad grab, and the length of his sword is like Young Link, is what I mean.
Well, I mean, like, okay, you're talking about the whole, like, hitboxes. Then that's different. I was just thinking, like, their perk boxes.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking hitboxes.
Yeah, hit, or whatever.
Perk boxes is right.
You would... Ideally, you would want Young Link with Link's range.
I mean, yeah, but like... I mean, if we can go that crazy, then yeah. If we want to go like that, that makes them even... That definitely makes them better than Icy's.
Yeah, I still don't know if I agree with that. I think Icy's... While I don't think Icy's are that great in the current meta, I still think Icy's have a lot of really good stuff. I think they're still a theoretically, like, pretty viable character, all things considered.
I think they're viable. I don't know if they're that great, but...
I mean, they're not, like, amazing. I still think they're easily, like... I think they're on par with Samus, at least. Probably still maybe a little bit better than Samus. I don't know, I guess maybe a combination of Link and Young Link would be about famous, roughly. That's a hard one.
The crowd cheering for me?
Yeah.
They know. It's time. It's time for the reverse force now.
I would say I don't know why they're cheering for you, but they are.
I don't really know how to play Link, I'll be honest.
I could tell. I
was
do.
just stating it for the record.
I know how to play Young Link and Link to like a decent degree. Decent enough, at least.
Oh, shit.
Isn't Shine great?
Honestly, listening to Young Link just makes me want to play, like, Ocarina of Time.
Not Majora's Mask?
No.
Are you not a Majora's Mask fan, or you just want to play Ocarina
I
of Time?
am. It's just not how I feel.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you. Fuck your Roy.
Why?
Because he's, like, good.
PM, man. PM trained me. Oh, Bryce, did you see the history of Smash?
Yeah, I did.
That was fantastic. I love the freaking You remember the one where it's like Gimmer's the year like 220 something? Gimmer's son tracks down the last PM player. That shit's hilarious. The Gims always wins, my friend.
Stop.
Ah!
I'm playing a character I don't know how to play. That means you're not supposed to,
Do you want me to go play a character I don't know how to play?
yes.
I
mean, actually, I feel like my Falcon has been getting, like, slightly better since I played, like, you know, 7 matches with him.
See, there's a problem. I think I know how to play like every character.
Just play, like, fucking Pichu or something.
Can we go to FD?
Sure. You wanna try and fucking up your
No, chain grab you. I know this is a it's Pichu has the chain grab too, right? It's not just Pikachu.
I don't remember. I don't learn chain grabs.
We all know
I'm
how
actually
you
pretty-
feel about chain grabs, Bryce.
Oh god, that recovery. I know how to do neutral, Pichu, not how to do recovery.
Pichu's actually secretly the easiest character in the game to play.
Why? Because you only use 3 moves?
Yeah. You just spam Nair. That's how you play Pichu.
Her up air
See,
isn't that
you might have
bad.
been right.
I don't know why everyone calls Pichu a she. Like,
No, Pichu is a she. No.
no, it's there. I mean, Pichu doesn't have a gender.
Can't you tell by the tail? Or is that
Not
only Pikachu?
Only Pikachu.
Oh yeah, this is just based off of the theory in Brawl. Because that Pikachu is oh god, that doesn't work.
Pikachu is male in all Smash games.
We're just not gonna play Pichu. We're gonna do Pikachu instead. Because I actually know some things on Pikachu. God, Pikachu's grab is so bad. Actually, isn't Pikachu's grab like the worst in the game?
Pichu's might be worse.
I'd like you to stop that. There you go.
see. Yeah, Pikachu does have the worst grab in the game. Right below Ness.
Nice.
That chain grab is so stupidly easy.
Hey, we got more people in chat. Dude, we broke our previous stream record.
Nice!
We're at 4 watchers.
Thank you. 4 watchers.
Damn, thank
Have
all
they
of
been,
you.
have they been typing? Because you haven't said anything
Yeah.
about them being typing, and I can't look at chat.
It's just Brandon and Fargo.
Oh, hey, Brandon. Hi, Fargo.
Saying,
Is Marcus still here, too?
I'm a Triforce Heroes fan, and what's up
I can't-
gamers? Respectively.
I don't think we can tell
Cool.
who's actually here, or at least I
Okay.
can't. But I'm not logged into the channel, so maybe Pong can.
I cannot.
How are Brendan and Fargo doing?
They want to know what is up gamers.
What is up, gamers?
Yeah, and I don't know why Brandon's talking about Triforce Heroes, although that is a good game that I'm kind of sad I missed out on. Like, I didn't play
Is it a good? I have it. I never actually got to play it with like friends though.
I played a bit of it with friends. It's
I
alright. Not
played
a
it online.
How was it?
It was good. There's some maps which you absolutely want to play with friends and not online, but it was largely a pretty good experience.
I like that I can dress Link up as a girl.
Yes, I also like that. It's definitely one of the key selling points of that game.
I can make Link Zelda, and I think you can make him a cheerleader too, which is hilarious. God, that has so much lag. What the hell? I did not know that Pikachu's recovery had that much lag.
Kind of took a minute to recognize that
I don't know if my upstairs will kill now. No, not yet. I mean, he had good DI though, so.
Why?
Survival, Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon.
The Ditto time, my boy. There's something I wanted to talk about, but I completely forgot.
Yeah, that's
Which is not
So it
very. Yeah. I'm gonna be watching more. I'm gonna be watching the rest of Frank's tonight, hopefully, or maybe I guess not hopefully. It depends.
I will watch it with you if you want it.
We'll see. Depends how I'm feeling. Watch this.
No,
Fuck!
that was.
You're
not
ruining my
not even
fun.
close. Like I don't
You're
know
ruining my
what you
fun.
thought was gonna happen, but it wasn't
You're
that.
You're supposed to DI into it. Ask Fargo something. Or actually, I don't. Why don't I even tell me what Fargo says? Fargo, would you still like to try playing Melee with us? Remember you brought it up to me once. Fuck.
Fargo says yeah.
Cool. Let me know then. So, you know, yeah, just let me know when you would like to give it a try. So while we're here, Pawn, I got a question for you. Do you have any other idea of any other games you would like to try playing on stream?
I do not. Like, it has to be something that we're both, you know, reasonably good at, so we can like talk over it or whatever.
Yeah.
Just do Mario Party over Dolphin.
Alright, let's just do Mario Party. I can show you my elite Peach skills
bad Mario.
in Mario Party.
Yeah. I gotta be down for some Mario Party. Get some guests.
Yeah, like Bryce. Like Bryson.
Yeah,
Man.
like Bryson Man, who just happened to be our guest in this episode without any what's.
I'm sorry, I genuinely did not see that you guys were streaming, so I just jumped
okay.
in.
We've let you in here. Oh, Brandon wants in on the Mario Party.
Okay, cool. Do you want in on the Mario Party, Bryce?
Right now or just
Not now.
Okay.
Next
Yeah,
time.
sure. If I'm
Sweet.
available, whenever you guys do it.
Question is, which
So-
Mario Party?
We have the options between 4, 5, and 6, right?
And 7. I vote 6 personally.
Wait, 7? I thought 7 was on the Wii.
No, 7's on GameCube. 8 was the one on the Wii.
Can we net play N64? That's the question, because Mario Party 3 is my favorite.
I don't know how good it is compared to Dolphin net play, but we can definitely try.
We'll have to. We gotta keep in mind that we are gonna be running off.
We are gonna be what?
We're gonna be running off with 4 connections, which is important to remind.
That's...
Yeah, we definitely have to do a connection test first to see if it's even like possible to have.
Yeah.
Possible without 30 frames of lag. That is.
Yeah.
Fargo says
Like, a little.
Mario Party 3 is the jam. It is the jam for Mario Party.
Mario Party 3 is probably my favorite as well. Although it's been a long time since I played 5 and 4.
I haven't played like most of them, so.
I
think
played all of them,
like,
but
once.
9 and 10.
Don't ever play 10.
I don't plan on it. 9 and 10 both look terrible.
They are. I got 10 the day it came out. I played it for that day, and then I never touched it ever again to this day. So, we did every single minigame there was today, and it was really disappointing. The new Mario Tennis game looks pretty cool though.
Yeah, I might pick it up, but I also don't have a ton of money. It's a $60 game, so maybe not.
I can't believe I fucking bought For Honor. I like don't have the time to play it.
I remember I was also gonna get For Honor when that came out, but then I heard about all the bad like netcode and how the meta was like pretty garbage, and I was like, yeah, just not gonna play that.
No. I bought Nier Automata months ago, and I still haven't had time to really start it yet, so...
I had exactly enough time to figure out that I didn't really want to play it, actually. I did that on accident, and it also didn't work.
Yeah. I still actually get to play through the rest of Nier, because I do want to make a video about Nier eventually. Talking about the problems I have with it, but I need more thought on it, which is why I need to beat the game to actually like gather all my thoughts. But I don't want to just do a Nier review. I want to do like a comparison to something. I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. Come on, Vaughn.
Come on.
If I can't hit you with it, there's no way you're hitting me with it. Let's just be real.
I consider that a challenge.
Okay.
Falcon punch. Yes. Falcon. Falcon punch. Falcon punch.
That was an experiment to see if you can reverse them. I don't.
You can reverse it. It's just the input, the timing on it is insane. Actually, I don't know what the B reverse like input timing is. Do you know, Bryce?
No, I don't know much like frame technical stuff. I just look it up.
Like B reversing neutral B especially is extremely hard. I can B reverse up B, but that's not that hard. I'm pretty sure most people can do that.
Falcon punch. Falcon punch. Falcon punch.
Well, you know.
Survival.
I've been playing through. So really quick gripe about Fire Emblem 1 that I forgot, or the older Fire Emblems, I should say. For anyone who's played Fire Emblem, you'll know that in later games, enemy reinforcements come on the end of the enemy turn. Well, in the older games, they come at the beginning of the enemy turn, and I lost a fucking chapter, and I was really upset.
What on earth? That sounds terrible.
It is. There's a reason they changed it.
How can that ever, like, have been acceptable? Like, how did anyone think that was a good idea?
It's awful. I lost my archer to it because like enemies spawned all around him, But what was worse is that there's like a bunch of like fortresses on the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
And generally, this map to begin with had a low number of enemy units to start, right? Especially since 4 of them leave, because 4 of them are units that I'm gonna get later. But because of this, I was like, I figured there would be reinforcements. So I was like, you know, very little units on the map. There's like multiple fortresses. Like, okay, there's definitely gonna be reinforcements coming, right? But I guess I got really unlucky because by the time I was at the end of the mission, I only had the boss left to kill. I killed everything on the mission besides the boss. And I was like, and I've been covering the fortresses the entire time, right, just in case enemies do spawn. But nothing was spawning. I was already at the boss. I was like, okay, the mission's done now. So I was moving to take out the boss. So I was moving all my units out the fortresses, and then a bunch of enemies spawned and killed me, and I was really mad because I got baited. Yeah, so there's a reason they took that out of later Fire Emblem games, and I'm really happy they did.
Falcon punch! Falcon punch!
Whoops.
Falcon punch!
That was a B reverse and I didn't even mean to.
Was it?
Yeah.
Falcon punch! Falcon punch!
Was this the roll?
Falcon punch! Falcon punch!
Falco punch!
You said it.
I'm really liking everything else about this Fire Emblem game though. I do like how like the maps just seem like overall like they're more interestingly designed, and like there's certain units, especially defensive units, that like you don't have a lot of options to kill them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the armored units, like the only viable way to kill them quickly is using a mage. And like I only have one mage, so like I have to make sure I position him properly and take out these armored units. But like one thing that's weird about the game is that this is Fire Emblem 1, and actually I know Fargo's here in the chat, so I know you've been playing Shadow Dragon Far. I can see why in Shadow Dragon they made it so in order to unlock extra chapters you have to kill units, because you get so many expendable units, it's ridiculous. Like every chapter you get like at least like a couple new units, and it's really dumb, to be honest. Because I don't even know who half these people are.
Falcon punch! Falcon punch! Falcon!
That was pretty good.
It's pretty good, right?
Falcon punch! Falcon punch! Falcon punch! Falcon punch!
You did roll that way. I thought you would roll that way. That's why I did that. But then you didn't. But then you did. Tell me if Fargo says anything to that, by the way, because I can't read chat.
He's saying that happened to him also on that same map, but in Shadow Dragon.
Oh, you know it's chapter 6 then. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And that it is terrible. I think FE13 should have been reworked a lot more than what they did for the remakes.
I mean, I know 2 added, the 2 remake added the reinforcements on, actually, I don't even know if 2 has any reinforcements. But if it did, I know they did change it to, on end of enemy turn rather than beginning of enemy turn. But still, it's definitely got oddities. They're charming though, and it does feel like more of my units are worthwhile overall. But at the same time, I get a lot of expendable ones. Damn it! It's a weird. It's a weird game. I like it, but it's weird.
Falcon
I think I'm gonna hop off by finals I need to be studying for.
Holy shit,
Should've
we're up to
probably-
5 fucking viewers, man.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, thank you. New record.
I mean, one of those is me, but
Oh, well, we're about to lose a viewer then.
yeah.
Damn.
I can leave it on in the background.
Gotta rub it in my brother's face now, because he said we wouldn't get over 2 viewers for a while.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I mean, fair, we have a server with 30 people in it, and only 5 of them have come to look at it. So.
No,
Hey!
at least one of them is my IRL friend.
Oh, wow.
Fargo
That's cool.
says, I'll replace Bryce in the call.
That's fine.
Yeah.
At least, is that fine with you, Pawn?
I guess. I mean, I don't know how much longer I want to keep going, you know? Honestly, I'm feeling pretty tired. I don't think we're breaking any boundaries here. I feel like we've had a good discussion. I don't know how much longer we should go.
We can
for
probably find
tonight.
one more. I feel like we can probably find one more topic.
Yeah.
Because I kind of took over this stream with my rants today. About Boku no Hero and, what was the other thing I forget?
Like
So,
some
Persona
bullshit.
4.
Persona
Persona 4. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Fargo, welcome to our stream.
Welcome to our club.
David-
Welcome to our
Welcome
club.
to our club.
Welcome, Fargo. Welcome, Fargo.
I'm trying to figure out how to log in. Such a
I
rough
cannot hear you.
Falcon
I promise that if I cannot hear you, stream cannot hear you.
I can hear him. Which Falcon are they cheering for, though? Damn it, that was supposed to be my 4 stock.
Falcon
How well can you hear me now?
Better.
I can gentleman.
Falcon
I'm gonna try and inch as close to the microphone as I can without putting it in a position where it will easily fall down.
Falcon
Okay, watch this. Ready? Ready for this, Fargo? Ready for this, Pawn?
Yeah.
Falcon
I was actually trying to B-reverse that, too. That would have hit you, actually.
That would have actually hit me. Not quite.
Whatever.
When
Anyways.
you said I can gentleman and then I gentlemaned,
Or, I guess
you
we're doing
didn't.
this.
I guess.
Oh, I already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask. Have you watched Sight? The answer is probably no.
The answer is no.
I thought I'd ask regardless, just for the fuck of it.
I haven't, like, everybody
'Cause I actually
I forgot, like, that I was supposed
Even though
to.
you were you're the one who made me want to watch it just because I was interested in what you, since you said it might be like, what's it called?
Raising Project.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It doesn't work at this percent.
Sure it does. It worked at the percent I grabbed you at.
It might, I don't know, I don't think it does. I could be wrong, I don't know, I don't fucking play Puff.
Neither do I.
I actually do like playing this matchup though. It's a fun
I feel
matchup.
like I'm doing, like, well for some reason. Even though I don't really play Puff.
I mean, you're doing better than your Young Link was doing.
Yes. Because it means so much.
It does. Your Young Link is a god, I don't know what you're talking about, Pawn.
So,
What's it called? I might be, is Delphinium, is that how you say Ichigo and Goro's mech? Delphinium?
Delphinium.
I might actually get a figure of it, just because I really like its design. I don't know if I want to spend money on Frank's merchandise, but blue mech designs are something that I do quite like. I want to get a lot more figures, but figures are expensive and they're hard to find. And for some reason, a lot of shonen stuff doesn't get like high quality figures.
really?
Generally, yeah. Like there is high quality like Boku no Hero figures, but like they're good smile stuff. So like you know, when they're not being sold by Good Smile themselves, you gotta buy them secondhand for something, and they're usually up in price, and it makes it kind of a pain. I love a Deku figure, particularly if one with him like a full cowling going on, but or like I would like a Luffy figure of him using Gear Second, Gear Secondo, and I'd like a Yosuke figure, but I'm never gonna find that. I got lots of Link figures though.
Oh, shout out to our boy Brandon. He says, I got 2 high-quality shonen figures on sale for 100 and less, helping Nib out.
I forget which ones they were though, Brandon. Is one of them a Luffy or a Deku? I don't think so.
Damn, look, I went all the way there. Oop.
Come on.
This man just taunted at me.
I did.
That is frankly unacceptable.
Frankly,
Yes. Like, as in Dr. Frankly from Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. Oh my gosh, what a totally topical reference.
Darling in the Franklin.
hey, it's Franklin. Does anyone else remember that show?
No.
Show about the turtle.
Yeah.
I know the books.
It's the true predecessor to Darling in the Franxx, okay?
Is it now?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't think Pound makes you grab ledge.
I didn't think it did, but I thought it would, like, let me stall there for a minute enough for you to get off my ass.
Man, I'm really stuck between a rock and a hard place here.
Why?
I'm trying to set my mic up in a place where it can easily catch my voice. But whenever I do anything remotely intensive on my computer, my fan goes fucking insane. So I don't want to put my microphone near my computer. But if the only other place I can put it is up on my desk, and that's just further away from my computer, or further away from my head.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Your computer an old one?
Not really. I actually think I did. I think it is like 4 years old, but it's not like. But it's not a shitty computer.
Oh, actually, I just remembered a game. Pawn, do you know anything about Hyperdimension? Does anyone here know anything about Hyperdimension?
I've played like 2 hours of Rebirth 1.
I
Okay.
played like 5 minutes of Rebirth 1, then quit immediately.
Well, I don't blame you necessarily, to be honest. My favorite is MK2, which is Rebirth 2. But...
I also love Mortal Kombat 2.
I've been playing 4GGO, which is like basically it's like an MMO. It's like a Dynasty Warriors. It's weird, and I don't know what like. Fuck me.
LMAO. I got him.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Neither did I, but I thought it would work.
And like, I don't know if this means anything, but like the thing with the characters in that game is they're pretty one-notey, but like that's kind of like the point. So like they just kind of like it's pretty. If you like these kind of personalities, you might like this. Except for like there's like 2 characters whose personalities change when they transform, which is like odd. I don't know why the two of the characters don't change personalities when they transform, and 2 of the characters do. I don't know what like significance that has, but if that is the case. And randomly enough, I'm not too into like shipping characters, really. I think it's pretty dumb for the most part. At least when people try to force it, at least.
Yeah.
But there's these 2 characters. They're the little sisters of the 2 main girls. And like they're really cute together, and I've had like this recent like affection for their scenes, and it's kind of weird, and because I don't normally do.
Talking about Ram and Rom?
No. I don't know why. I don't think they should have a relationship.
I do.
I mean, we're not gonna talk about that here, Pod. I don't know if I necessarily disagree with you even, but we're not gonna talk about that here.
I am unashamed. I don't know what you're trying to hide. Like,
Look. Funnily enough, you funnily bring that up because there's a scene of Uni and her sister like get put into a compromising position that makes it look like they're kissing, and like they kind of make it look like Uni, the little sister, is not opposed to the situation.
I see.
Like she is okay with being in this situation where she looks like she's kissing her sister. Which, again, whether you find that hot or not is, I guess, up to your discretion. I will not say my stance on it.
It's hot or not. Swipe left.
Yeah,
Swipe
swipe
right?
left or swipe right.
Can I swipe together?
Yeah.
And,
No swipe.
Is that?
to make the perfect average person?
Yeah. But no, it's Uni, and Netgear, the two main girls' sisters, and they're both like mecha otaku, and it's kind of funny, cause like they actually kind of hang out in like they show them hanging out a lot in like a genuine way.
Hey, what are Jigglypuff's kill moves?
Rest and that's it, and back here, and then you just don't do anything else. And yeah, I don't.
The wall of pain, right? You gotta just.
And I don't know why I've grown an affection for these characters.
Maybe you just like girls, dude.
I mean,
Damn, what a faggot.
maybe I just like gay girls. But the thing, like, I mean, like, I don't hate it, obviously, but like, I'm not usually one to like advocate the a ship of two characters like that. I mean, a ship of any characters, but this one I'm like really into for some reason, and I don't know why. The game itself is like, eh. Gameplay could be a bit more interesting, but like, I just made my character super overpowered, so it's pretty funny. Like, because I'm playing like the one character who has range in the game, but she also has the highest hits per second. So what I just did is, since I have the best range and the highest hits per second, I just doubled down on, like all stat boosters. Like, I got stat boosters that lower my defense but increase my attack by a fuck ton. So I'm basically just like fuck defense, and it makes the game pretty easy. But it's kind of fun because at least I get to like wreck shit. Doesn't make for necessarily interesting gameplay, but it gets me to the bits I want to see, which are the rest of like the character interactions. So, and really, that's what matters, is lesbian character interactions.
Absolutely.
Fuck me. Why isn't this working?
And then, like, actually, funnily enough,
Oh.
Fire Emblem is the exact opposite of this, because in Fire Emblem, which is the other game I'm playing right now, I just want to get to the gameplay stuff because there is no character interactions because it's a fucking SNES game. An old SNES, an early SNES game at that.
Why doesn't it work, Sky? Why doesn't it work?
I don't know why it's not working, to be honest. I'm not good at doing it. I could ask my brother and then get back to you. He knows how to do it.
It's just up throw rest. Like, it's not hard.
Well, there's a timing. There's a timing thing I think you have to get used to.
Do I have to like jump as early as possible?
Did Brandon ever say what those two things were?
He didn't.
Oh, Brandon, you fucker!
Brandon, you absolute fool.
What did I do?
I don't know.
I do think you have to jump as early as possible, but I don't know when that early as possible is.
Duh.
Blah. Kono Deoda.
Once you have the time, help me figure out how to fucking that play.
He's got
followed
Goku
most
with
of
all
the-
his special edition stuff from DBZ Fighters. Oh, he's got Goku and Link.
Goku
Oh,
and
shit.
Link.
Link from Dragon Ball Fighters. Oh
Yeah,
man.
my favorite character.
Yeah.
Favorite
yeah.
Dragon. I'm tired. Fuck.
I can tell. No! God damn it!
Good job.
I was trying to shine you.
I know you were.
I was-
Baited. You got
I-
fucking baited real hard.
Don't you guys think, like, I hate character shipping so much because it's, like, it's always like the most. They could have jabber set me, and then you fuck up instead.
That looked like almost a real fucking thing, didn't it?
Yeah,
That looked
did.
like fucking real, and then I just fucked it up. Damn.
that's why I'm mad. You almost made yourself look really cool, Pawn.
I was,
then you-
I was the chosen one. Damn.
Yeah, you were Ash, but now you're not Ash.
The world is turned to ash, and not like in a good way, not like in a funny mean way, like in Pokemon the movie 2000. It just turned to ash. It's over because I fucked up.
Everything is done. 2000 is a great movie, though. So was Summer Wars. But yeah, like, I hate, like, because, like, I feel like the internet. God damn it. I feel like internet and anime fans in general just, like, don't have this idea that characters can just be friends.
Just be friends. Just be friends. That's a song.
Yeah. It's like the whole Charlotte and mommy thing, right? It's like Charlotte and Mammy or Mommy, whatever.
Nanami?
No, from Bokudoka Mokodoka.
Her name
From-
is.
Boku
Madoka-
no Hero Madoka Magica.
Yeah, from
Her name,
Madoka
her name
Maguka.
isn't Charlotte. It's
I thought it was Charlotte.
It's Nagisa. Her witch name is Charlotte, but her
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. I didn't know about her actual name.
her actual name is Momoe Nagisa.
Well, regardless, that wasn't my point. My point is that in the original series, people like shipped those two things together, like when they had no relation to each other whatsoever. Besides the fact that one killed the other.
You mean in the original series? Nagisa isn't in the original.
No,
You
I'm talking about like.
absolute-
No, I'm talking about because they did it before the movie happened. That's what I'm talking about. Or anybody who did it before the movie happened. I'm not saying everyone did. I'm just saying some people did, and they're dumb.
What, they
and I
just
don't
like
like.
saw her on the poster and went, yeah, I think she's definitely a match for Mommy.
No,
that what you're talking
no,
about?
like just with the witch itself. Like they made girl
Oh.
versions of the witch beforehand, and and it's really dumb. Just so Mommy could have someone she could be with, because Hamura and Madoka and Kyoko and Sayaka
You
were
know,
always put together.
If season 2 of Monica ever actually comes, I am actually excited to see what they do with Nagisa. Cause like
Will it ever come though?
at this point, who knows? Like, I think they said it was gonna happen, but I also don't know if I remember that correctly.
They should make it Madoka Maguka, Kyoko and Sayaka edition.
No. The next
Yes.
entry, see, it's gonna be the Ragnarok arc. That's like almost certain.
What the hell is Ragnarok?
Ragnarok? You don't know? Do you want me to actually literally explain Ragnarok to you?
You can just TLDR it. I probably know what it is. I just don't know about that name.
Ragnarok is like, it's like Norse legend where all of the gods fall. They like descend to Earth and the Earth is over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So
yeah.
that's like pretty much guaranteed the next arc. If they ever go there.
Interesting. Madoka
Maguka. Basically, what I want to see happen is
What a
like.
wonderful phrase.
You got me, man. You got me.
What do you want to see happen?
Like, I don't know. I've been thinking about this. I really have no idea. but like if Mami and Nagisa, like if we flesh them out first a little bit, because Mami is like her actual beliefs and values are like not very well defined, because she's had so little like screen time. And then Nagisa doubly so. But if we could somehow like make it so that they are actually on Homura's side, that'd be sick.
You got a three-way battle.
Yeah, well no, it'd be a two-way battle.
Well, sorry.
Where Sayaka,
I meant to say 3v3.
Where Sayaka and Kyoko are like aligned to Madoka, and Mami and Nagisa are aligned to Homura, and like
but
I don't want a
you
literal Avengers Civil War. I do not want that. But like if like everybody just lines up and they fucking like everybody just lines up and they fucking fight. They just have a 3v3. That would suck. But like if like the ideology was there, where there's kind of like two sides of it, and there's
like,
kind of a
how
fight
far
over
would you need to stretch to put Mami's ideology in line with Homura's? Because they're pretty different from.
They're honestly, you wouldn't have to stretch that hard.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Ignore that.
You just have to. Fuck. I'm trying to think about this. This is like some deep shit, alright?
Okay.
Basically, Homura rejects the law of cycles, which she sees as a glorification of death, as basically a sweet coat of paint over what is ultimately a bad thing. And I think Mami could agree with that. Mami could agree that death is bad, that she doesn't want to die, she doesn't want anybody to die, and that like glorifying it kinda isn't great. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I can see where you're going.
And then Nagisa, of course, is pretty much just a wild card.
You've thought about Madoka a lot, haven't you?
Yes.
I can definitely tell.
I'm writing a fucking long-ass script about how much I've thought about Madoka. It's almost done. It's almost
But
done.
in proper pawn fashion, you're gonna procrastinate on it for the next month.
Yes. Well, I have been procrastinating on it for a month, and now is the point where it's like, I don't know. Once I get to the actual video editing, that's when I'm gonna procrastinate on it more. But right now, it's almost done.
Yeah, I actually really wanna, in the same vein that you're doing, I really wanna make a video about how much why and how much I love Boku no Hero.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta muscle up the courage to do so, because I'm not very confident in my writing at all.
Mm.
As I'm sure you all know anyways.
Why aren't you confident in your writing, Sky Dragon?
I don't want to talk about it, Fargo, man.
I understand. What an enlightening conversation.
I know. Not that I don't want to talk about it, just not right now. You guys know anyways.
Why can't I say fucking wait?
Do I?
Wait.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do.
Well, I'll tell you about it afterwards.
Alright.
But I mean, I think, like, okay, it's weird. I think I'm an okay writer. I just think that, like, I could be a lot better. I mean, obviously, but I don't know. I thought I was a shit writer, and a project I handed in for school, I thought I would have gotten like a 50 on, and I got a 90 on it. So maybe I'm not as shit as I think I am, but who knows?
One time I was supposed to be writing a college essay, and I basically twisted it to be about Twitch Plays Pokemon, and I got like a 100 on it.
Nice.
When I say like a 100, I mean the only points that got taken off were for grammatical errors.
Damn. I actually can't really say how good of a writer I am. I like to think that I am because, like, I know a lot about, like, thematic stuff. I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of, like, really good writing, but I haven't really,
refined it yourself.
Yeah, I haven't really like refined like my storytelling. I haven't really made any, or I haven't really made any stories or taken part in any, or two. There's at least one area where I've had like my chance of storytelling, but a lot of what was there kind of got thrown out due to how do I put it? A lot of it got thrown out due to time constraints and other teammates. So I couldn't really get a full critique on how that worked out.
Fair enough.
But I feel like I have enough good ideas. I just need to like fill up like a document of shit and like hear what people think about it.
Yeah. Well, I think a part of the problem I was having was when it came to what's it called? When it came to wanting to write something about Boku no Hero, I was like really obsessed with like finding some deeper message, but I kind of realized that's kind of bullshit, and I should just talk about what I really like about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of deeper messages. It's like, I don't know. The reason I don't like the Nier's story is about like a big, you know, like, oh, what it means to be human and all this fun stuff, and I don't really care for any of that stuff. And then because I not that I think the questions are pointless, but like I've already got a firm understanding of why I want to be alive and all that stuff, so I don't feel like I need any of that, if that makes any sense.
Pretty firm grasp on why I want to be alive.
Well, like, you know what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care to think like, why am I here? Well, I know why I'm here.
I think the like what is human question is always pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just because it doesn't have a clear definition doesn't mean it's a very interesting thing to like think about, honestly.
I think it's just a super person by person basis, so it doesn't like you can't really like make a question about it. I don't know. I think everyone's already thought about like why they're here, like, and they don't necessarily tell them. But I don't know.
In like the cases where it like asks about like humanity shit, I like understanding, or I guess trying to understand like what the author is trying to say through like the characters that they create. Like I like looking specifically. I like looking into more of like 2B or Vanessa's life in Nier Automata.
Fair enough.
Like I'm just like really like exploring ideas and themes through characters because I think people are really cool.
Well, yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with you there. I just like the theme itself is the thing that I don't care to explore. Is what I was talking.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's why I completely understand people who want to explore that theme. I don't feel any need to, so it doesn't really resonate with me when I see it.
Okay, yeah. I guess that can kind of make stories like that more difficult to get into, I guess.
Yeah. Not again. I think everyone can like every kind of story, right? Like I hate horror stories, but I understand why people like watching them.
Yeah, and I hate Western TV, but you know, that's because just most of it is garbage. But like Breaking Bad is pretty good. So yeah, that's my input.
Nice. But yeah, I've learned that I don't need to find some deeper reasoning for why I like Boku. I could just talk about the idea of heroism and like what it means to be a hero and just being a hero. I like all those themes. I resonate with them super hard because I love it, and I'm a fanboy. I don't know. I'll make it into video form one day, and it'll be awesome.
I've always yeah, that's kind of how I am. I've always liked the idea of making videos, but I've never actually really gone through with them. Like,
I always just like get stuck. I just procrastinate.
I really like writing about my thoughts. I really like writing, but like once it comes to like editing, like okay, specifically for like this one game I wanted to talk about, when it came to like getting footage, it's just like, wow, finding footage for this is really hard because there's a lot of footage I want to use, and I immediately give up.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of games and wanting to get footage of games, Fargo.
Yeah.
Would you want to try playing some Fire Emblem multiplayer mods with me?
Multiplayer mods?
Yeah, there's multiplayer maps like made on Serena 4. That are like
for what game?
It's just like they're like fan made, I think.
Okay. I think I may or may not know what you're talking about because I know that there is like online like Fire Emblem games. And I think I may have like dabbled in it like a long while ago, but it's like this weird in-browser game.
I'll see if I can find anything better, but I was just curious if you were down for the idea, if I could figure out how to do it, basically.
I guess.
It could be funny.
Yeah, if anything, it could be funny.
Oh, by the way, did you love my polls today?
Your polls?
My polls.
Oh, yeah, your polls. Fuck you. I hate you so goddamn much. 4 or 5 stars? Like I don't even. Okay, how many times did you have to? How many fucking rounds did you go in the polls?
100 orbs.
100? Okay, so that's like 5. That's still like around. That's like around the amount of times that we're talking about Fire Emblem Heroes, by the way, Pawn.
Okay, I thought so. I don't know. I'm like just completely out of it at this point. I'm just like I'm on.
You wanna end after this game?
We can do one more after this.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I'm just like on complete autopilot mode now. I'm like.
I could tell. I could tell with that Nair. That Nair was definitely very autopilot-y. Anyways, continue what you were saying, Fargo.
But I have like no fucking luck at. I really wish I had your fucking luck when it comes
Is this
to
the first Stitch face I've
getting
killed
characters.
all
All I'm lucky to get is just like halfway decent 4-star units.
Well, what happened was I was rolling on. The reason I got 2 greens because I got the Owen and the Hector is because I was going for Kana, and then I got the Hector and the.
Why this?
I tried, and I was like, damn. And then the Hinoka that I got, right?
Yeah.
I rolled on a Gatch. And I got everything. The orbs opened up, and there was no greens, and there was 1 clear. So I just decided to roll on the clear, and that's how I got Hinoka. And then I said, and then when I messaged, like, I was like, fuck me, I want Kana. And then like literally 2 rolls later, I got Kana, and I was like, damn.
God, I fucking hate you.
She's so cute. I love that Kana design.
When I fucking. When I went for the Thracia banner, like I wasn't really paying much attention because it was on my free roll, and I just I usually get my 5 stars and like rolls later on, so I'll just pick like a blue first, and guess what? On my free poll, I got a blue, and no one was blue on that banner, so I got fucking Tana.
Oh, she's good at least.
Yeah, but I seem to be there seems to be some sort of pattern going on for 5 stars that I don't really want. They're all minus attack.
Actually, because you got Fel Robin too at minus attack.
Yeah, I got Alencia with minus attack. I got Tana with minus attack. I got both Legendary Lyn and Fel Robin with minus attack. So,
wait, you got freaking. Oh, you got Alencia at minus attack. That's terrible. That's like she's like the best unit in the game, pretty much.
Yeah, right. So you can understand why I'm so mad about this.
Yeah. I actually really want Alencia. I really love Alencia's design in Heroes, and she's like really good. My Kana got a better Bane. Cause my Bane boon before was Boon HP, Bane Speed. This one is Boon Resistance, Bane Attack. So not the best, but Boon Resistance means that I can double down on Warding Breath and make her like somewhat decent as a resistance tank, which is nice. And now I also have a Go Dragon to give to someone, right? I'm not letting you win, pawn. Fuck you. Also, I gotta admit, male Kana is also pretty cute.
Is that, Emily's child?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck.
Alright.
Melkana is pretty cute. Yeah. I think he looks like a bit of a dork, but that adds to his charm.
He's a cute boy.
We came...
We saw
and we're
we
done.
kicked. Oh, and I kicked Pawn's ass. We came, we saw, and I kicked Pawn's ass.
Only a little bit. I'm almost a professional puff.
Almost. Almost.